Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. How are you all? Welcome. Hello dear Z, how are you? Welcome. Zina. Hi dear Zina. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. How are you doing? Hi, welcome. Anya. Hi Anya, welcome dear. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hello dear Alison. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you? It's Huda. Hi, dear Huda. Here is your good name. Welcome. Welcome, guys. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Hey, hi, dear Brittany. Hello, Chilson. How are you? Hey, guys. What's up? Hello, dear Messi. Here is your good name. It's Leone. Hi, Leone. Welcome. Hello, dear Vida. Here is your good name. Welcome. It's Nayara. Hi, dear Nayara. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear Gia. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hi. What's your name, dear? It's Thais. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear. What is your name? Hi, Faith. How are you? Here is yours. It's Sabina. Hi, dear Sabina. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Vera. Hey, Vera. How are you doing, dear? Here is yours. Pratyush. Hi, Pratyush. Welcome. Here is your good name. Welcome. Gia. Okay, Gia, dear. Here is yours. You want a screenshot of this? Go for it. Guys, don't forget to double tap on your screens with your beautiful hands. She's taking screenshots, so we are waiting. Just give her 1 minute. Hi Jhalak, welcome. How are you? Let's write your good name. Jhalak is here. Hi dear Jhalak. Welcome. It's David. Hi dear David. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much, dear. It's Himanshu. Hi Himanshu. Here is yours. Guys, can you hear me? Here is your good name. It's Naj. Hello, dear Naj. Here is yours. Hi, dear. It's Tutu. Oh, such a cute name you have. Here is yours. Ihtisam. Hi, Ihtisam. Here is yours. Welcome. Oh yes, you guys can hear me. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful little hands. Let's write Elumi. Hi dear Elumi, how are you? Here is your good name. It's Delila. Hi dear Delila. Here it is yours. Have a good day. Hello dear Nimra. Here is your beautiful name. How are you? Sana is here. Hi Sana. Welcome. Here is yours. Let me fix the sound. Hello dear Jewel. Here is your beautiful name. It's Maita. Hi Maita. How are you? Here is yours. Hello dear Hersimer. Hersimer is here. Hi Hersimer. How are you dear? Here is your good name. Hello dear Gulsana. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Have a good day. Hi dear Syra. Here is yours. Welcome. Rufaida. Hi Rufaida. Here is your beautiful name. It's Hania. Hi dear Hania. Here is yours. Welcome. Alessia is here. Hi dear Alessia. Here is your beautiful name. Hi dear Xiao. Here is yours. Welcome. Tashni is here. Hello dear Tashni. Here is your good name. Welcome. Let's see who is here. It's Nisei. Hi, dear Nisei. Here is your good name. Hyujo. Hi, dear Hyujo. Here is yours. It's Walak. Hey, dear Walak. How are you? Hello, dear Nathan. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. It's Lama. Hi, Lama. How are you doing? Hello, dear Zod. Here is yours. It's Zumrad. Hi, Zumrad. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Zan. Shah. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hi, Masuma. How are you doing today? Welcome back, dear. Here is yours. It's Dario. Hi, Dario. How are you? Here is your good name. It's Lucas. Hello, dear Lucas. Here is yours. Andrea is here. Hello, dear Andrea. Here is your beautiful name. It's Tawana. Hi, dear Tawana. Here is your good name. Hello, dear Bushra. Here is your beautiful name. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands. Hello, dear Manuela. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. It's Muzammil. Hi, dear Muzammil. How are you? Here is yours. Hi, dear Nadia. Here is your good name. Welcome, dear Nadia. How are you? Hey, dear Nay. Here is your good name. Welcome. It's Hermes. Hermes or Himas? Let me check. Hermes. Hey, Hermes. Welcome, dear. How are you? Here is yours. It's Emal. Hi, dear Emal. Here is your beautiful name. Kyla is here. Hello, dear Kyla. Here is your great name. Kishan. Hi, Kishan. How are you? Here is yours. Hey, dear Ayat. Have a good day. Here is your beautiful name. It's Zara. Hello, dear Zara. Here is yours. Hi, dear Cookcab. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome back, dear. So good to have you here again. How are you doing? It's Kiara. Hi, Kiara. Welcome. Hi, dear Johnny. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hi, dear Mehek. Here is yours. How are you? Hello, dear Vera. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, Atika. Here is yours. Welcome, dear Atika. How are you? It's Sila. Thank you for subscribing. Here is your good name. Welcome. Easter is here. Hi, dear Easter. Here is yours. Let's see who is next. It's Daniel. Hi, dear Daniel. Here is your good name. Hello, dear Osama. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you? Leah is here. Hi, dear Leah. Here is your good name. Welcome. It's Daria. Hi, Daria. How are you? Let's see who is here. It's Deva Raju. Hi. Here is yours. Welcome. Haya is here. Hello, dear Haya. Here is a beautiful name. Ashwang. Hi, Ashwang. Ashwang or Ashwag? Oh, Ashwag. What a unique name you have. Here is yours. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this. With your beautiful hands, it's Kiki. Hello, dear Kiki. How are you? Grace is here. Hi, dear Grace. How are you doing? Hello, dear Bahalil. Hi, Bahalil. Here is your beautiful name. How are you? It's Michael. Hello, dear Michael. Here is yours, Anshi. Hello, dear Anshi. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Talia. Talia is here. Hi. I am good, dear Faiza. Thank you so much for asking. Here is your good name. Have a good day. It's Dux. Hi, dear Dux. How are you? Here is yours. Let's ride Ahian for you. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hey, dear Irene. Here is yours. Welcome, dear Irene. How are you? Araya. Hi, dear Araya. Here is yours. Welcome. Sakshi is here. Hi, dear Sakshi. Here is your beautiful name. It's Charlotte. Hey, dear Charlotte. How are you? Here is yours. Welcome. Jess is here. Hello, dear Jess. Here is your beautiful name. Bye bye, dear. Take care. Have a good day. It's Parizod. Hi, dear Parizod. How are you? Hello, dear Komal. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. It's Ashley. Hi, dear Ashley. How are you? Hey, dear Fender. Here is your beautiful name. Have a good day. It's Kumsal. Hi, dear Kumsal. How are you? Hello, dear. Okay, let's try Jimin for you. Here is yours. Welcome, Nusrat. Hi, Nusrat. How are you? Hello, dear Athar. Here is your good name. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands. Hi, dear Adel, thank you. Here is your beautiful name. It's Roman. Hi, Roman. Welcome. How are you? Thanks, you're most welcome. Thank you. It's Miranda. Hi, dear Miranda. Here is your good name. Oh, welcome. Hey, dear. Thank you so much, dear Rizwan. It's Azra. Hi, dear Azra. Here is yours. It's Kaylee. Hey, Kaylee. Have a good day. After Kaylee, let's see who is here. It's Zoya. Hi, dear Zoya. Here is yours. Your name. My name is Ishal. Hey, dear Nasser. Here is your good name. It's me, Rob. Hi, dear me, Rob. Here is yours. Hello, dear Ashy. Here is your beautiful name. You're most welcome, dear. Millie is here. Hello, Millie. How are you? Here is yours. It's Nuhue. Oh, what a unique name you have. Welcome. Here is yours. How are you doing? It's Marilyn. Hi, dear Marilyn. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Jasmine. Here is yours. Let's see who is here. It's Bianca. Hi, dear Bianca. How are you? Hello, dear Ume. Here is your good name. It's Agnia. Hi, Agnia. Welcome. Here is yours. Let's see who is here. It's Pihu. Hi, dear Pihu. Welcome. Hi, dear. Oh, why not? Here is yours. Welcome, dear. Hello, dear Itcha. Here is your beautiful name. It's Danielle. Hi, dear Danielle. How are you doing? It is yours. Lassie. Oh, let's try Saqib. Hi, dear Saqib. Welcome. Here is yours. Abu Bakr. Hi, dear Abu Bakr. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hello, dear Swastik. Swastik is here. Welcome. Hello, dear. What is your name? It's it's Ravza. Hi, Ravza. Welcome. How are you? Hello, dear Prabo. Whoa. Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, dear Zan. Here is your good name. Hello, dear Katerina. Here is yours. Welcome, guys. One thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this. Hello, dear Nina. Here is your beautiful name, and don't forget to press the subscribe button though. It's Gabri Art. Here is your good name. Welcome. How are you? Aileen is here. Hi, dear Aileen. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Annie. Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, dear Lisette. Here is your good name. Hey, Lisette. How are you doing today? Welcome. Hi, dear Barber. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. How are you? Hi, dear. It's Jasmine. Hi, dear Jasmine. How are you? It is a good name. It's Nishant. Hi, dear Nishant. Ooh, A and D. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you doing? Have a good day. It's Nelson. Hey, Nelson. Welcome. Here is yours. Uzair is here. Hi, dear Uzair. It is a beautiful name. It's Liam. Hello, dear Liam. Welcome. Sophia is here. Hello, dear Sophia. Here is yours. Hi. Hello, dear Usama. It is a good name. Welcome. Oh, hi. What a surprise! It's Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you. You're most welcome, dear. Baba is here. Hi, Baba. Welcome. Thank you so much, Nishan, for subscribing. It's Alexandra. Hello, Alexandra. How are you? Here is your good name. Alexandra. Oh, okay. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear Ali. Here is your beautiful name. It's so yay. Here is yours. I am from the silly space room. If you want to know about me, you can watch the Q&A video which is uploaded on my channel. Thank you so much. Asia is here. Hi Asia, welcome. Hi Jay. Here is your good name. It's Nagam. Nagam or Nagma? Nagma is here. Hi Nagma, welcome. Hi Sajad, how are you? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hania is here. Hi, Hania. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear queen. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is here. Manjot. Hi, dear Manjot. Here is your beautiful name. It's Asel. Hi. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands. And 6 7. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear. Okay, Nishant, if you want a screenshot of your name, you can take it now, or you can watch my live later too, dear. But come on, take the screenshot. Guys, he's taking screenshots, so please give him 1 minute at least. Hi, Merangis. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Kanza. Hi, guys. How you are doing? I was about to say how you are going. Okay, let's write Mehrangis. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. How are you? It's Amanda. Hi, dear Amanda. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Aya. Hi, Aya. Here is yours. It's Hasnat. Hi, Hasnat. Here is yours. Oh my god, you're most welcome, dear. Thank you. Mia is here. Hi, dear Mia. Here is yours. It's Carlotta. Hi. Here is your good name. You have such a unique name. You're from Nepal. Thank you so much for joining. So good to have you here. Nice to meet you. It's Rojben. Hi, dear Rojben. How are you? Welcome. Write your name. It's Gila. Hi, Gila. Welcome. That was mine. Here is yours. It's Asma. Hi, dear Asma. Here is a good name. It's Myra. Hi, dear Myra. Here is yours. Hello, dear Abdul Rahman and Ashwaq. Let me check if it fits here. Abdul Rahman and Ashwaq. Ashwaq or Ashwaq? Ashwaq. No, it's Ashwaq. You have such a unique name to your Ashwaq. Here is yours. Welcome. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hand. Okay, let's move to the next name, which is Sadie. Hi, dear Sadie. How are you? Hello, dear Juwan. Here is your good name. Hey, dear Jared. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Means a lot, guys. Hi, dear Ahian. Oh, let's write for you. Here is yours. It's Anna. Hi, dear Anna. Here is yours. Mahi is here. Hello, dear Mahi. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Amira. No, Amayara. Amyara. Oh, what is your good name? I don't know how to pronounce this. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Here is yours. Okay, let's move to the next name. It's Ashvi. Hi, dear Ashvi. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Amide. Here is a good name. Welcome. It's Olem. Hi, dear Olem. Here is yours. Roxy and Carrie. That's right. Roxy and Carrie for you. Here is yours. Hi, dear Mahnoor. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Thank you so much. You're most welcome, dear. Madari. I think this is your favorite anime character, right? Here is yours. Hello, dear Umar. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear. What is your name? It's Bakir. You, okay, let's try to write this. But please don't spam, dear. It's Kirker and it's hard to fit this here. But let me try again. Bakerken and Kele. Oh, you have a big name. Welcome. If this is your name, so move to the next name. Let's see who is here. It's Ramin. Hi, Ramin. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Who's my friend? Who? It's Sovila. Hi, dear Sovila. Here is yours. Welcome. Sunny is here. Hi, dear Sunny. Here is your good name. It's Arushi. Hi, Arushi. Welcome. Here is yours. I am Aksa. Hi, Aksa. Welcome. How are you doing? Here is your good name. Let's see who is here. It's Oreo. Hi, dear Oreo. Here is your beautiful name. Mariam is here. Hi, dear Mariam. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear. It's Aisha Umaris. That's right. Aisha and Umaris for you. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, Noor. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. I am good. So good to know, dear. Hi, Sufyan. Here is your beautiful name. Have a good day, guys. It's Akam. Hi, Akam. Welcome. Me. What is yours? Hello, Alif and Ada. Here is yours. It's Olim. Hi, dear Olim. Here is your good name. Thank you so much for subscribing, Aditya. Here is yours, guys. One thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful little hands. Hi, dear Behruz. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear. Hi, Alaru. So good to have you here. Welcome, Ire and Ella. Ire and Ella. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Mike. Hi, dear Mike. Here is a good name. Hello, dear. Oh, is it lagging? Oh no, it's fine. Hi, dear. OMG. It's. What is your name? Saklan. Oh, let me rewrite. Wait. Saklan is here. Hi, dear Saklan. Here is your beautiful name. How are you doing? It's Anwa. Hi, Anwa. Welcome. Hello, dear Ihya. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hello, dear Aisha. Hi, Aisha. Welcome. How are you? It's Isabel. Hi, dear Isabel. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Malaika. Here is your good name. Nilu is here. Hi, dear Nilu. Here is yours. Audrey. Hey, Audrey. How are you doing? Have a good day. Payal. Hi, dear Payal. Here is your good name. Welcome. It's a lolly. Hi. Here is yours. Hi, dear Tara. Tara is here. It's Daira. Hello, dear Daira. Here is your beautiful name. Yashva. Hi, Yashva. Welcome. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens and there is a subscribe button too. Waiting for, oh, oops. There is a subscribe button too, waiting for your beautiful finger press. There is not visible because I already pressed it. So let's move to the next name. It's Haifa. Hi, dear Haifa. Welcome. How are you? It's Iru. Oh, yes, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Sham. How are you? Hello, dear. It's Rory. Rory is here. Hi, dear Rory. How are you doing? Welcome. Hi, dear. It's Layal. Hi, Layal. Welcome. How are you? Hey. Thank you so much, dear. Have a good day. Lots of love. I really appreciate your love and support, guys. Hey, Emma. Welcome. Here is yours. Hello, dear Najib. Here is your good name. Welcome. How are you? Let's move to the next name. Hello, dear Tertio. Here is your beautiful name. It's Vanshika. Hi, Vanshika. Welcome. How are you? Here is your good name. You're from Mexico. Hi. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, dear Amida. Here is yours. What is your good name, dear? Fatima. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Here is yours. Hello, dear Ibrahim. Here is your good name. Ibrahim. Welcome. It's Mamta. Hi, Mamta. Welcome. How are you? Here is your good name. It's Andy. Here is yours. I am good too, dear. Thank you so much for asking. Hello, dear Stuti. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Aniket. Hi, Aniket. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear. Come, come, please. Your name is Mexico. You want me to write Mexico? Okay. No problem at all. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear. Twice B. Twice B is here. Hi. It's Shiva. Hi, dear Shiva. Here is your beautiful name. It's Noha. Hi dear Noha. Here is yours. Hi dear Nikhil. No. Here is your good name. Welcome. It's Majid. Majid. Hi Majid. Welcome. Here is yours. Mannat is here. Hi dear Mannat. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much, dear. You are the prettiest. Hi, dear Sneha. Here is your good name. It's Nayab. Hi, Nayab. Welcome. How are you? Ishal. Hi, dear Ishal. Here is yours. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much, Kashif. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this. And don't forget to press the subscribe button, after which my comment. Ah, you are so lovely, dear. Here is a good name. Hi, Dua. Welcome. It's Alif. Here is yours. How are you? It's Bouquet. Hello, dear Bouquet. Here is yours. Bulbul. Hi. Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, dear Yash. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Farazia. It's Farazia. What a unique name you have. Welcome. Here is yours. Is Zarina. Hi dear Zarina. Here is your good name. Welcome. Have a good day. Hi dear Umut. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Eliza. Hi dear Eliza. Here is your good name. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear. Hi Ivana. ¿Cómo estás? Here is yours. It's Jagat. Hi dear Jagat. Here is a good name. It's Jalen. Hi dear Jalen. How are you? Let's see who is here. Steve. Oh, we have another Steve in the chat. Hi. Welcome. How are you? Hello, dear Peak. Here is yours. Welcome. Kowan. Hello. Here is yours. Zia is here. Hi, dear Zia. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is here. Lukia. Hi, dear Lukia. Welcome. Sanvi. Hello, dear Sanvi. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is here. Alex. Hi, dear Alex. Welcome. How are you? It's hi. Is your name Kiume? What is your name, dear? Can you please confirm the spelling? Hi, dear Narifa. Here is yours. Isabel Hannah. Isabel and Hannah. Good one, A. Here is yours. Takwa. Hi, dear Takwa. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Hi. Hello, dear lovely. Can you do me Kazakhstan? Oh, you are from Kazakhstan. So good to have you here, dear. Let's write your country name. Thank you so much for subscribing. Have a good day. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear Nadine. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing, dear. Here is yours. Hi, dear. It's Nikki. Here is yours. Hello, dear Sia. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much. Super mega heart to you. Oh, lots of love, dear. Thank you. Hey, dear Dior. Here is a good name. Welcome. Akira is here. Hi, dear Akira. Here is yours. It's Maija. Hello, dear Maija. Here is a good name. You are from Indonesia. Oh, so good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. What is your good name? Hi, Nagil. Welcome. It's Farazin. Hi, dear Farazin. Welcome. It is yours. Oh, thank you so much. It's Mel. Hello. How are you? Harish Gurjar. Harish and Gurjar. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Isilda. Such a unique name you have. Ari Silda. Here is yours. First time I'm writing this unique name. Hi Daud, welcome. How are you? Here is yours. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, I'm from Indonesia. Hello, dear. How are you doing? Hi, Mint. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Umid. Hi, dear Umid. Here is yours. Iban. Hey, Iban. Welcome. Let's see who is here. It's what is your name, dear? Hi, Abdullah. Welcome. Here is yours. How are you? It's it's Scarlett. Scarlett is here. Hi, dear Scarlett. How are you? Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, dear Hannah. Here is your beautiful name. Okay. Super mega heart. Jalen. Is it approved? Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands, and don't forget to press the subscribe button right there. There is not visible because I already pressed it. It's Angela. No, it's Angelina. Hi, dear Angelina. How are you? Here is your good name. Welcome, Deepika. Hi, Deepika. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear King. Welcome. I'm doing good, dear moderator. Welcome back. How are you doing? Here is a good name. I'm sorry, Morda. What is the meaning of this? Hello, dear Aman. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you? It's Savage. Hi, dear Savage. Here is your good name. Let's see who is here. Hello, dear Neha. Here is yours. Abraham. Hi, Abraham. Abraham. Yes, I am good. Thank you so much for your concern. Here is yours. Much better right now. Goofy. Hi, dear Goofy. Here is yours. Hello, dear Fiona and Melissa. Why not, dear? Thank you so much for the compliments. I really appreciate that. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Fricks. Fricks is here. Hello, Fricks. Welcome. How are you? Hey, dear Jella. Here is yours. Ainur. Hi, Ainur. Welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, you are the sweetest, dear. Hi, Seba. Here is yours. Welcome. Hey, I like that emoji. Hey, Anna. Here is your good name. Welcome. Hi, dear. Muhammad Ibrahim. Hi. What is your good name? I didn't mean to ignore anyone, guys. Why do you feel that in that way? Here is yours. Hi, dear. Oh, it's not. Okay. Oh, got you, dear. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Here is your Scar is back. Hi, Scar. How are you doing? Here is your beautiful name. It's Imona. Hi, Imona. Here is yours. Thank you so much, dear moderator. Bayrak. Hey, Bayrak. Here is yours. Welcome. I'm good too, dear Scar. How's your day going? Thank you for asking. It's Sabina. Hi, dear Sabina. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful little hands. It's Noor. Hi, dear Noor. Welcome. Hello, my name is Lisa. I like you. Thank you so much, dear Lisa. It's Tanjeed. Hi, dear Tanjeed. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear Roya. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, let's try it. Hadija and Bobber. Here are yours. Welcome. Hi, Kanak. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. It's Farya. Oh, happy birthday. Farya is here. Here is your good name. Diksha. Hi, dear Diksha. Here is yours. Delia. Thank you so much, dear Delia. Here is your beautiful name. It's Savu. Hi, Savu. Welcome. Let's see who is here. It's Ishal. Hi, dear Ishal. Here is yours. Welcome, Raydan. Hey, dear Raydan. Here is yours. It's Rebecca. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Steffi. Here is yours. Welcome, dear Steffi. How are you? It's Iman. Here is yours. Welcome. Om. Hi, Om. Here is a good name. Hi, dear. Oh, thank you. You're most welcome, dear. It's Om. Hi, dear Om. How are you? I have been watching since 10 years. It's been a year I have started a channel. But it's okay, dear. Thank you so much. Hi, Leah. Here is a good name. It's Mira. Hi, dear Mira. Here is yours. Mystery. Welcome back, dear Mystery. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. It's Suman. Hi, Suman. Here is yours. Hi, dear Anas. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Let's see who is here. Deepa. Hi, dear Deepa. Here is your good name. Hello, dear Millie. Millie is here. Hi. It's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Have a good day. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Sana. Here is yours. It's Abbas. Hi, dear Abbas. Here is yours. Azure. Hey, Azure. How are you? Ishal. It's Mary. Hello, dear Mary. Here is your good name. It's Ugur and Zahir. Here is yours. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands. Hello, dear Issue. Hi. Here is your good name. Welcome. Thank you so much, dear. Zara. Here is your beautiful name. It's Elmira. Hi, dear Elmira. Here is yours. And don't forget to press the subscribe button there, guys. It's okay, let's write Maicha and Fricks. Here is yours. Hi. Hi, dear Rajesh. Here is yours, Zoya. Thank you for liking, dear Zoya. Here is your good name, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Charlie is here. Welcome. No, I'm telling you, Ishal. Hi, dear Yunchai. Here is your good name. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Fahad. Here is yours. You asked my name and I replied you, Ishal. Hi, dear Muslima. Here is your beautiful name. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention you. It's, what's your name? Let me check. Azay. Hello, dear Azay. I'm replying to you, dear. It's Kiyas. Hi, dear Kiyas. Here is yours. Welcome. Let's write Muhammad Amin. Here is yours. Walaikum salam. I'm good. How about you, dear? Thank you so much for joining. Mahi. Here is yours. It's Rishi. Hi, dear Rishi. Here is your good name. It's Una. Hi, dear Una. Here is yours. Hello, dear Vanshika. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. My name is Ishal. I have told you before too. Hi, dear. Is your name Shamas? Hi, Shamas. Welcome. Here is yours. How are you? It's Shiza. Hi, dear Shiza. Here is your good name, Hashim. Hello, dear Hashim. Here is yours, guys. One thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screen like this, and there is a subscribe button too, waiting for your finger press. My network problem is all over the world. Nasima, hi Nasima, welcome. Here is yours. Thank you so much, dear moderator. I'm 8 year old. Oh, you are such a cutie pie. What is your name, dear? Hi Nasima. Here is yours. It's Yashu. Here is yours. Hi dear. Oh, maybe Hassan. Boy, hey, welcome back. How are you? It's Aman. Hi dear Aman. Here is yours. Oh, it's on top messages. That's why I can't see the all messages on my second phone. Hi dear Mavis. Here is your beautiful name. No, it's fine. Yeah, network problem is there. Not here. Finally, thank God. Here is yours. Welcome. Eh, hello, dear Samo. Here is yours. Welcome. Please, yes, what is a good name, dear? Diala. Hi, dear Diala. Here is yours. Hello, dear Nigat. Here is yours. Hello, dear. It's Saisha. Here is it. Hello, dear Alina. Here is yours. Is it lagging? Oh no. Why did I mention the network? It started lagging. Yeah. Thank you so much. Once more. Okay. Wants a screenshot? Take it now. Guys, don't forget to double tap on your screens like this with your beautiful hands, and let's move to it's fine now. Thank God. Thank God it's fine now. Let's see who is here. Ifora. Hi Ifora. Welcome. It's Malik. Hi. Syra. Hi Syra. How are you? Here is yours. Hello dear Nasimi. Eric yells. Hello. Welcome. Cat Day. Hi dear Cat Day. Here is a good name. Hello dear Kaina. Here is yours. Hi dear Hafiz. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. How are you? Hello dear Hadija and Babur was done before dear. Please don't spam. Agnia. Hi Agnia. Welcome. Here is yours. It's Jennifer. Hello dear Jennifer. Here is your beautiful name. Hi dear Wafe. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello dear Shania. Shania is here. Hi. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello dear Luca. Hey Luca, welcome. Thank you so much. It's Chaos. Hi. Here is yours. Batul is here. Hello Batul. How are you? Here is yours. Hello. Hi dear Audrey. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Amin is here. Hi dear Amin. Here is your good name. It's Elu. Hi. Oh, here is your beautiful name. Hello dear Benjamin. Benjamin is here. Hi. Welcome. Hi dear Serena. Here is your beautiful name. Oh yeah, you are the best. Guys, one thing you can do for me, just have to double tap on your screen like this and don't forget to press the subscribe button right there. It is not visible because I already pressed it. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm good. How about you? Thank you for asking. Lena, it's Manvi. Hi dear Manvi. Here is a beautiful name. It's it's Parmida. Hi. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you? Hi dear Anu. Here is your beautiful name. Hello dear Kiara. Here is yours. Hi dear. No, I don't. What is your name? Thank you. You're most welcome. It's Nasaim. Here is yours. You know I have a short-term memory loss, so sometimes I forgot the name. Hi dear Fatima. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Maria. Hi dear Maria. Here is your beautiful name. Hi dear Manvi. Here is yours. Hi Shahad. How are you? Here is your good name. Welcome. Ayus. Hi Ayus. Welcome. Hello dear. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Fo is here. Hi. Hello dear. Thank you. Hafiz. Here is yours. Welcome. Let's see who is here. Said and Sayyid Zan. Here is yours. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Mahi is here. Hi, dear Mahi. It is a good name. Hello, dear Saklan. Yay, Yara, welcome back. It's Saklan. Oh no. Let me rewrite. Saklan is here. Hi, Yara. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Welcome back, dear. Nigina is here. Hi, dear Nigina. Here is your beautiful name. Hey, dear Anmol. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear Anu with double U. Okay. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Hannah. Here is your good name. Hey, dear. It's it's Maha. Oh no. E. Here is yours. Welcome. How are you? Hello, dear Barbara. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear. What is your name? It's Tilso. Oh no, it's lagging. Masood is here. Hi, Masood. Welcome, guys. One thing you can do for me, just have to double tap on your screen like this, and there is a subscribe button waiting for your finger press. It's fine. Thank you for telling. Let's see who is here. Amina, that's right. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Ace. Hello. Here is yours. Om is here. Hello, Om. How are you? Hi, dear Greta. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear Nida. Here is yours. It's Ishita. Ishita is here. Hi, Ishita. How are you? Buddy. Hi, buddy. Welcome. It's Marianne. Hi, dear Marianne. Here is your beautiful name. Hadi is here. Hi, Hadi. Welcome. Murad. Hi, dear Murad. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is here. It's Yanis. Hi, dear Yanis. Here is yours. Mayas is here. Hello, dear Mayas. Here is your beautiful name. Love Kush. Hi. Welcome. Here is yours. Zahra. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome, dear. Guys, don't forget to press that subscribe button there. It's Akshara. Hi, dear Akshara. Here is your beautiful name. It must be Selkan. Oh, okay, here is yours. Welcome. Clara. Hi, Clara. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear. Here is yours. Malek is here. Hi, dear Malek. Here is your good name. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this, and don't forget to press the subscribe button there. Oh, it's on the top messages again, and that's why I can't see the all messages. Let's see who is here. It's Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear Prasanna. Welcome. Here is yours. Hello, dear. It's Harley. It's Harley or Harley. What is your name? Oh, okay. Where is your message? I can't see. It's Harley. Hi, Harley. Welcome. Here is your good name. Hello, dear. It's Bella. Hi, Bella. Welcome. Dhani is here. Hi, dear Dhani. Here is your beautiful name. It's Sasaika. Here is your good name. Welcome. Zainab. Hi, dear Zainab. Here is yours. NEP. EP. Okay. Here is your good name. Welcome, Zenat. Hi, Zenat. Welcome, dear. Here is your beautiful name. Mahmood is here. Hi, Mahmood. How are you? Here is yours. Hello, dear Anna and Clara. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you, Hannah. One of my favorite names. Here is yours. Welcome. It's Patrick. Hi, dear Patrick. How are you doing? Here is a good name. Guys, one thing you can do for me, you just have to double tap on your screens like this, and there is a subscribe button too. Waiting for your beautiful finger press. Lakshay is here. Hi, dear Lakshay. Here is your beautiful name. It's Jinmei. Hi, dear Jinmei. How are you? Here is yours. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hizra. Hi, Hizra. Muhammad. Hi, Muhammad. How are you? Here is yours. It's Afikan. Hi, dear Afikan. Here is your beautiful name. Hello, dear Bibi Ziyan. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, you're most welcome, dear Rahima. Hi, Rahima. Welcome. Here is yours. Musfira. Hi, Musfira. Here is your beautiful name. Hi, dear Yon. Here is your good name. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Hi, dear Yasmin. Here is your beautiful name. Isidora is here. Welcome. Munir. Hi, dear Munir. How are you? Here is your good name. It's El. What is your name? Elahe. Here is yours. Welcome. You have such a unique name. Arson is here. Hi, dear Arson. How are you? Antonia. Hello, dear Antonia. Here is your good name. Mirella. Hi, Mirella. Welcome. It's Axel. Welcome. Hi, dear. I already replied you that my name is Ishal, but I keep asking the same question, so that's why I'm not answering you, dear. It's not called ignoring. Hi Rehan, welcome. I'm just focused on writing. Hello, dear Mariam. Here is your beautiful name. Welcome. Hi, dear Lisa. Here is yours. Welcome. Hi, dear Sevara. Here is yours. Welcome. Hello, dear Husna. Here is yours. Welcome. Soham. Hi, Soham. How are you? Here is yours. It's Rian. Hi, dear Rian. Here is a good name. Akila is here. Hi, Akila. Here is yours. Guys, one thing you can do for me, just have to double tap on your screens like this, and don't forget to press the subscribe button. And now it's going. Now it's time to end your stream. Oh, what I'm saying. What is your name? Namazo. Okay, let's write. Okay, now it's time to end the stream, guys. Thank you so much for your precious time, and don't forget to press the subscribe button. So, Hansinji, all good. How about you? Thank you so much for your beautiful comment. Here is your beautiful name. And now I am going to end the stream. And our last name for this stream is Nimda or Sanjeev. Sanjeev. Okay, guys. Now it's time to say bye bye. It's easy. And I'll be back at 14:30 GMT. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Let's try Louisa and Zoe. Tanasha. Okay, let's try Tanasha, and this is gonna be the last name for this stream. Faroha, nothing here. Nothing. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your precious time. Now it's time to end. I'll be back after no. I'll be back after 4 hours. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Bye.